Yes, sir.
Yeah, so there is certain changes. That's why otherwise we synonymously use na patron and end user. There are subtle changes. That's why we give them different names. Right? So let's go ahead. These all type of users for their information literacy programs, competencies of information literacies has been defined by different organizations like European Commissions. They said key competencies are a transferable multifunctional package of knowledge, skill, and attitude that everyone needs for personal fulfillment and development, inclusion, and employment. पर्सनल की बात इसलिए हो रही है बिकॉज वी आर हियर यूजर सेंट्रिक इंडिविजुअल सेंट्रिक राइट element of information literate users information literate users के elements में first one is generic competence second one is information competence third one is ethics competence तो competency से आप क्या समझते हैं competency like your reading skills or writing skills अगर आपसे कहा जाए आप रीड करने में और राइट करने में कॉम्पिटेंसी स्किल है आपके पास मीन्स आप कुछ भी रीड कर सकते हैं और एनीथिंग यू कैन राइट दैट इज कॉम्पिटेंसी लेवल यू आर एबल टू डू any kind of content in both form reading form and writing form same way here is for information literate user three competencies generic information and ethics generic competency means these ability enable user to become professionals in problem solving and critical thinking to through teamwork or collaboration and to communicate their abilities to others. Second one is information competence. Information competence makes user information fluent in information seeking attitude and use. Additionally, competency promote ICT literacy to use technology effectively. Means information competence, individual has to be competent to access the required information easily and also use the ICT technologies, right? Students, clear? Hello? Yes, sir. Nana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Third one is ethics competency. Ethics competencies, ethical use. Whatever information we are gaining, that we need to use in ethical way, legal way, right? Ethics are the key concern of information literacy. It supports communities' participation and its values. It also talks about the legal use of information and user responsibility towards society. Next, we comes to types of information literacy for users that we yesterday also discussed media literacy, but here this is user's perspective. Media literacy, IT literacy, digital literacy, information literacy. So media literacy for the ability to access and analyze multimedia and communicate in a variety of forms. The media literate user uses sense organs to learn different competency skill and competency skill for creating and consuming the media. It's not restricted to use form. It can be any forms, soft or hard, like magazines, newspaper, or audio video in any forms. IT literacy, information technology literacy, digital literacy, it is more technical than IT technology. It requires the skill that is important for execution in digital environment. Nowadays, everybody is using digital literacy. Clear, Nana?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Now we are moving ahead. Information literacy for professionals. Professional words itself is sufficient. So what do you think about professionals? How can you define somebody is professional in our society? Nana?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who's professionals in your, what way you will explain somebody is as professional?
Yes, sir. Every post and doctor, teacher, they have professional.
Somebody having a job or vocational.
Yes.
Right? Somebody having a job or vocational, that is as treated as professionals. Good, Nana. So information literacy in the field of professionals. Professionals also need to be updated themselves according to their jobs. So information literacy also play a vital role in the professionals. First, we discuss about the concept of professionals. That is the definition of profession. A professional entails a job or vocation, knowledge applications, training, formal educations. A profession is defined as a calling or a vocation requiring specialized knowledge and frequency, long and intensive academic training. These are the dictionary definition of professionals. Certain characteristics of professionals in different contexts, like professional looks. As you told, doctors, they have certain wearing. So by watching their looks, we can say he's a doctor. Consistency, like in academics, teachers, they have consistency, encouraging attitude, emotive controls, professional soft skills, time management, ethical behavior. So these all are the certain characteristics of professionals. Understanding information literacy in context of professionals. The concept behind professional literacy is to provide professionals with the tool they need to be dynamic, self-reliant, independent, skillful, and critical thinkers who guide others when they seek out information, right? Understanding of in context of professionals. So let a use case, if somebody is a shoemaker, उसका जूते बनाने का काम है, he is a businessman, means professional है, जूते बनाता है. Now information literacy उसको किस तरीके से हेल्प कर सकता है? वो अपने प्रोडक्ट के लिए वेबसाइट डिजाइन कर सकता है. खुद नहीं कर सकता तो किसी से करवाएगा, इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी का यूज करवाएगा. अगर वो खुद से सफिशिएंट हो इस काम को करने के लिए तो उसका बिजनेस ग्रो करेगा, बिकॉज ही विल बी ऑन इंटरनेट, राइट नैना? हेलो?
Right, sir.
तो ये कहा जा रहा है प्रोफेशनल्स को इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेट होना इंपॉर्टेंट है। अब उसका स्कोप बढ़ गया, कई सारे बिजनेस हम देख रहे हैं कि वो सोसाइटीज में जो ऐप होती है, सोसाइटी की ऐप होती है, उस पर डाल दिया जाता है कि सोसाइटी के अंदर ही कई सारे चीजें हो रही हैं, वो इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी के थ्रू क्या हो रही हैं, मार्केटाइज की जा रही हैं। तो दिस इज द की एडवांटेज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसीज, राइट? लोकल टू ग्लोबल, आप एनी लेवल पे आप जा करके क्या कर सकते हैं, अपने अपने टास्क को, अपने प्रोफेशंस को ग्रो करा सकते हैं। The ability to recognize information needs and be knowledgeable about the information is a skill that improve a professional learning capabilities. जैसा कि मैंने कहा, शूमेकर खुद से भी ये चीज सीख सकता है, हाउ टू डिजाइन ए वेबसाइट, और वो किसी थर्ड पार्टी से भी करा सकता है। So these are the skills that professional need to acquire according to their professions. Importance of information literacy for professionals. Importance में improve the professionals, obviously, updating the professions to the latest trend and upcoming skills. न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज आती हैं, डॉक्टरी प्रोफेशंस है, डॉक्टरी प्रोफेशंस में आजकल हर, जैसे ही आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, फर्स्ट थिंग अगर नॉर्मल डिसीज है देन ओके, अदरवाइज कुछ भी उसे कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लगता है वो तुरंत कह देता है आप रिपोर्ट कराइए। तो रिपोर्ट क्या है? We are using information technology or computer technology to detect the diseases. And then he watched that digital report, either in hard form or soft form. Also, it message to text you that this is your report. So everything is health profession, medical profession, everything on digital form, information literacy skills. They used it appropriately, right? Enhance the academic and future career chances. Improve the understanding of quality life, improve societal information flow. Societal information flow means social networking. Everybody is on different social media platforms, and what is going on there? They just flow the informations to build a democratic, informative, and skill-based society. Certain groups, like you guys are SOL student, right? Nana, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir, audible.
So your batch is 2022-23. You can open a chapter with your batch name, SOL student 2023-24, and your entire class can join that group, and this group remain viable for future also. In that, whatever you individual doing, you can discuss with in context of library professionals. Whatever new comings mix, it becomes a professional group now, because you all are library professionals, right? Like that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Next is objectives of information literacy for professionals. First one is help to understand the exact demand for information. Demand for information means need. What is the exact need for information? Differentiate information sources, resources, and learner need. As I am a professional, like I took example of shoemaker, then I need to know that what is the need of a consumer. Improve the literacy skills, support independent learning. Independent learning, if I want to make my own website for my business, that is independent learning. Improve the efficiency of work at the workplace. Efficiency work कर मेरे को enhance करना है workplace पे, तो rather than manual में चीजें कैसे करूं? Automatic. build a learner community guided by professional. कम्युनिटी गाइडेड बाई प्रोफेशनल मीन्स कि जैसे मैंने बताया कि आप सारे अपने क्लास के बच्चे मिलके ग्रुप बना लो फॉर लाइफ लॉन्ग, ऐसे ही शू मेकर्स भी क्या करें, अपनी कम्युनिटी बना ले। तो सारे शू मेकर्स होंगे तो न्यू न्यू आइडियाज आएंगे, जो भी आएंगे वो उसको क्या करेंगे, एंटरटेन करेंगे और अपने नीड, यूजर नीड के अकॉर्डिंग उसे ग्रो कराएंगे। इवेल्युएट एंड क्रिटिकल यूज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, दिस नीड, एनालिसिस, evaluation, and then acknowledgement. These four pillars, as we discussed yesterday, are the key concept of information literacy. So whatever the domain, these four remain always viable. Here we are also saying evaluate and critical use of information. Whatever information professionals gain, they need to evaluate it and analyze it critically. Implementation of information literacy concept to bridge the gap between digital divide, right? Next is principle of information literacy for professionals development. Professionals as active learner. Professionals can learn on their own and are instrumental in motivating others to do the same. Professionals as teachers or leaders provide a supportive environment that is learner focused to promote idea sharing and valued information literacy. Professionals as practice tool, constant improvement despite any duty, such as a demanding job, a personal commitment, or other obligations. Professionals as skilled knowledge. Professional provide technological strategy for the assessment and evaluation of any task. And last is professionals as initiative and decisional. Professional provide the required skill and experience for balancing the new program and achieving the goal of personal development. So there gives 5 types of professionals. Professionals as active learner, those who are self-motivated. Those as a professional as active learner. Professional as teachers or leaders. Professionals as practice tool. Professional as skilled knowledge. Skilled knowledge like engineers, doctors, they have skilled knowledge. Right? Students, any query till now? Hello? Students? Nena?
Yes, sir. No query, sir.
Okay. Now it comes to the competencies for information literate professionals. Means they become to be information literate competence. Means they need to use information literacy as we started, like reading skill, writing skills. Same way they use information literacy skills in their professionals. For that, they need to gain competencies in identify need, collaborate, information sharing, asking, convincing, communicating, acknowledging, and changing. So these all key characteristics. Last is remember. These all key characteristics has to be a professional incorporate in their day-to-day life. Next is role of professionals promoting information literacy. Professionals को marketing भी promote भी करना है information literacy को. Professionals enrich and communicator information literacy among youth, like in academics. Teachers ask students to use the different IT technologies in their study purpose or project work. Create, prepare, and perform several activities related to it, like we conduct workshop, webinars. So these are all what? These are all promotion of information literacy. Cooperate with different special training linked to information literacy. Professional play monitoring role and act as expert. Professional act as information exchange. Right? Information literacy programs for professionals. orientation program, one-shot program, and additional outreach. These are three types of programs. Any programs, we start with orientation program. Orientation program outline is giving to the user. Here in context of professional, we help the professionals to give themselves different services and resources and skills, how they will help in their professions, right? One shot program, professionals with the information literacy context, where information literacy practices, integrated tools to use, develop the professionals. Outreach is marketing. In addition to multimedia information literacy, significant participation of learners in important to supplement the development and expansion of the professional community to collect the specific ICT and technical skills. That is additional outreach. Next is information literacy as professional meta literacy. These are skills that individual have to be meta literate, recognize different format and delivery methods of information, understanding user demand and feedback, create learner focused content, access the content comprehensively, develop content in different formats, avoid plagiarism and protect privacy, dissemination of content in different social systems. So these are the meta literacy skills. Next is information literacy professionals ethics. Previously, we also told we have to use information ethically and legally. In context of professionals, here they also gives certain key characteristics in the field of ethics, like principle of generosity, advocate for benefits in general, principle of independence, advocate for self-reliance and equity among professionals and learners, principle of benignity, advocate for no harms and tolerance towards others, principle of impartiality, advocate for justice and equity. Means within the community, self-professionals, professional community, either it's a doctor community, LIS professional community, engineers community, principles of generosity, independence, benignity, and impartiality. These all four comes under the umbrella of ethics. Clear? Yes, student. Hello. Naina, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Create this as a contest between Modi and Rahul because it makes Modi look bad.
Okay, good. Next is information literacy for research and development. R&D. What is research? Naina, can you explain research or R&D? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows
Tell.
Sorry to disagree with you on this now.
Sir, research particular thing, particular motive we research.
India will shine, apparently.
Firstly, we need and purpose for research.
Okay. Good. So R&D stands for research and development, where research gathers scholarly information, the creation of new knowledge and information. Yesterday we discussed about the LLMs, large language models, and I told you that it starts from very basic NLP models, and today it's reached to more advanced ChatGPT, means GPT-4. In between BERT is also comes, and other GPT-3. So like evolutionize with the time. Things get updated or evolutionized, and today we are in the much better research area in LLMs. Everything can be done with the help of language models, large language models. Same way, research, whatever's already done, that we need to research, again search, and help to improve that. It helps to grow and develop the institution, increase their stakeholders to tackle the major challenges faced by the library and its user. 21st century is an era of digitization, where most library users are dependent on the virtual mode in comparison to the traditional one. So the R&D professionals, librarian, researcher, and scientists play a significant role in bridging the gap between information literate and information illiterate, and also develop the logical strategic decision to provide exciting and innovative services for their patrons. The librarian facing three basic problems while bridging the gap with R&D professionals. These problems are sustainable cooperation among stake partners, impact of innovative services, and effective marketing. Next is objectives of information literacy for R&D. There are some common objectives of information literacy for R&D. Creating a thinking society that facilitate the information access, analysis, and development of information system. R&D in every business, R&D is required. Like today, I take example of shoemakers. So whatever today I am designing shoes, in future, or I want to make changes in design which can attract users. So this type of newness and new ideas, new innovations, that has to be conducted in research and development, R&D department. There are a lot of hit and trial approaches uses to get the best project or best product for the future that will be in demand. So in that way, as I told community, we have a particular community. I will tell it is library science professionals, or in certain domain like shoe business, everybody has R&D, their R&D. All R&D professionals together works. That is the objectives, to build the abilities and skill among information professionals, step-by-step solution during information flow. Here we are talking in the context of library professionals, and our product is information. Innovative services for the most active and involved user, to develop the competencies among professionals and R&D works, to enhance the information literacy skills, to develop a feasible architecture for a free, independent, and democratic flow of information. So taking as information our product, R&D, in the field of R&D, we give these objectives for information literacy. Next is component of information literacy for research foundations. First step is know. Second step is find. Third is evaluate. Fourth is ethical use. And last is acknowledge. All the research start with a question and stimulate us to find the solution to the existing problem. It's way of critically examining and thinking about a particular problem in various aspects. It guides step-by-step procedures. We're starting with developing the hypothesis and theories, and then we go for further steps, right? Students, there are two types of researches, qualitative and quantitative research. Here are the flow for research. First, domain selection, then identification of problem. Hello, students. Hello, Nana, are you listening?
Yes, sir, listening.
So here we are discussing about the research. Like just now I told you, Nana, you need to do a research. And how will you start? First, you select the domain. Then you identify the problem. Then go for regarding this problem literature review. Then make hypothesis development. Then choose methodology. Then formulate research design. Then data collection. Then implementation of research design. Then analysis of data. Next, hypothesis testing. Last, interpretation, conclusion, and finally report writing. So these all steps comes under the research. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
So as talking about information literacy, here in research, the key concern is literature review. So literature search skill is the key component of research, because whatever work already has been done, that we need to identify, and whatever is left, that becomes our research area. So every researcher aims to identify and refine the original research. A literature review develops an understanding of the subject domain of particular problem, and also point out variety of method and methodology for same problem. Researchers who possess these skills can modify, refine, and develop an accurate pathway for planning and carrying out research in progress. Some common steps of these skills are search SLR, evaluate literature, identify the relevancy, frame the outline, report the literature. Next is formulation of search strategy. Information literacy सर्च स्ट्रेटजी फॉर्म्ड करना पड़ता है. उसमें फर्स्ट वन आता है आइडेंटिफाई द क्वेश्चन, select an appropriate database or resource, formulate the keyword search strategy with an appropriate synonym, use appropriate syntax with boolean operator again search strategy, optimize the search, refine the search, check error, analyze the result. So formulation of search strategy. First, need, then information search. So in search, there are various ways which they illustrate, like appropriate database, formulate keyword searching, Boolean operator searching, optimizing searching, define search, error, and then analyze. Evaluate the source and information. How do we evaluate source of information? How we check the source is good or not? If it comes from some scholarly articles, some journals, then obviously it is authentic. We need to go say that it is going authentic resource only. FLR execution. FLR follows the PRISMA method, that is stand for preparing report items for systematic reviews and meta-analysis. The 6 steps of SLR executions are articulation of research question and objectives, searching existing literatures, screening for inclusion and exclusion, determination of quality of study, retrieving data, analyzing data. These all are comes under SLR executions. Rather than go for entire search for your problem or your domain, we do selective literature review, and certain mechanism like Prisma helps in that, right? So Prisma is a important information literacy tool for literature review. Practical skills. These abilities are limited to staying up to date with most recent research and offering advice on information management. Mental health and well-being. As study shows that literate people have their peace in mind in comparison to illiterate people. Research told less literate individuals were more likely to experience anxiety and depression, while information literacy helps an individual for building a conceptual understanding of their study and make them less prone to mental disorder. If the person is information literate, they are most likely to be involved in community based activity, R&D work, and create awareness about mental ill disorder. So here they are saying those who are information literate, they are comparatively peaceful in their mind and rather than information illiterates. In context of information literacy are for educated people, not about uneducated and educated. Here, educated person, Nana. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here, whatever we are saying, literate and illiterate, that both in domain of educated person. Like you and yourself means you are educated already, right?
Yes.
You are lacking information literacy skills. If you are lacking information literacy skills, that time your peace of mind, and after become information literacy expert, that time your peace of mind changes. Is after become information literate, your peace of mind increase, growing, rather than before. Got it?
Got it.
Don't confuse here to literate or illiterate pupil. Those are literate pupil. Obviously, those knows they have certain queries, anxiety. Illiterate, they don't have any query, anxiety, right? But here, what we are saying in the context of literate only, literate, but illiterate in the sense of information literacy. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Now comes on the types of research based on information literacy: primary research and library research. Primary research start with the library research to conduct a literature review. Primary research is first-hand research, always follow a formal layout with unconventional findings. Mostly this kind of research is always in trend and attraction of professionals and scholars. Content relevancy of primary research is very high. And second is library research. Supports the thesis and it provides the background of primary research. It's finding published in articles, academic book, and other source written by scholars. Start with thinking of problem and topic and is mostly answered in the form of databases and library catalog. To search the information, user mostly consult periodicals, books, database, etc. So there are two types of research: primary research and library research. Next is understanding of information. Information flow, actually, first one is sender. Whatever message or information source or sender send, that need to be encoded. It passed through some medium. So medium, and then after passing from medium, it's need again to decode, and last is receiver. So there are 5 components: sender, encoder, medium, decoder, and receiver. The decoding part is compulsory and dependent on decoder's past knowledge. Sometimes receivers also provide feedback to the sender, and we added it as 6th component of communication and information literacy. So information literacy is only effective when the communication is free from noise and disturbance and accurately interpreted by the receiver. Now information flow, creation, storage, retrieval, uses, and preservation. Whatever information in the form of coding language, audio, videos, ebooks, first they require to be created, then storage. From that storage, it effectively be retrieved, used, and last preserved, right? Information evaluation. Whatever information you have to evaluate it. For that, there is one mechanism called CRAP test, CRAAP. C stand for currency. That currency means the information that you have, it is time relevance or not, means within the time, whatever current trend is going on in that, it is appropriate. Or relevance, the purpose for you want the information, for that purpose it's relevant or not. Authority, The information you got, it is from some authorized source. Accuracy, it is accurate or not. Last, purposeful. Whatever information you received, it is purposeful or not. So this CRAP model is for evaluation the information. Next is information types. Conceptual information, empirical information, procedural information. So there are certain types of information like conceptual, it relates to theories and idea, empirical, experimental, procedural, like method of data collection, manipulation, methodology, stimulatory, that stimulate the person, policy information help in decision making, directive information provide the direction of R&D work. So these are certain types of information. Now again, ethics of research and development, fair use, copyright. Fair use term indicate the legal and ethical concept, use copyrighted material with the permission of copyright material before use it, right? Copyright is an exclusive right granted to sole author of an original work in exchange for payment. Plagiarism. Plagiarism addresses the following issues: presenting someone else's work as your own, stealing phrases or concept without providing due credit, failure to cite a quotation properly, providing false information about the source, changing the words like this, etc. Citation and referencing. Citation, their citation styles, guides, manuals, set of guidelines, instruction necessary for writing document by giving appropriate credit to original author. Cite is the process of citing information. And citation also has certain methodologies. So in ethical use, we going on three things: fair use, copyright, plagiarism, and citations. Yes, student. Any issue till now in ethics is copyright issue or plagiarism? Nana?
Yes, sir. Sir, information types.
Information types?
Information, yes, sir. Imperial.
Yeah.
Empirical information.
Empirical information, like in you are doing means research we are doing, right? So first, as we are going for literature review, that comes under conceptual information because we are going through the theories, ideas, right? Second one is empirical information. That is methodology part. What mechanism or methodology we used to do our experiment or observations to gain the numeric forms from theory, right? That is empirical information acquired by experiment and observations. Means whatever data we collect from literature review, then we obtain methodology. That methodology part comes under the empirical information. Right? When I clear?
Right, sir.
Or these ethical
Yes,
is
sir,
clear? Oh. Shall we move ahead? So now we move on our last unit, web-based information literacy system, first lesson. Web-based information literacy. First is need of web-based information literacy. Humans' capacity to locate, access, and make use of information to all sphere of their life is based on their information literacy abilities. So nowadays, whatever we are searching, we just type it on Google. Google it, whatever we do. And Google gives us volume of websites. From there, we can access the required information. Clear? Rather than going to, yes, yes,
Yes, sir, clear.
okay, okay. So, like earlier, we go to the library, and then in library, we ask that this information we want, and library professional provide us the information. If it is a short, means ready reference information, then they give us it immediately. Otherwise, they will ask us to certain time duration, 2 days or 3 days or tomorrow. But now we use Google. Immediately we got the not information, but the sources to fetch that information. Then we ourselves have to go through the each and every site, whatever we like, or those comes first. We check only those sites who comes on first pages. If we are not happy with that, we just switch off the system. There are other ways also, like our library OPEX system, that we can also use. But the majority of the people uses Google only, right? Next is extended of web-based learning. The mixing of ICT in learning system resulted the creation of technological electronic concept like e-learning, e-school, e-book, MOOCs. These technological changes in the conventional learning system demands proper web-based learning system to enable people how to use them. The application of education in general as well as learning system must according undergo a basic and perhaps through changes as a result of the new educational frames. So students, this web-based learning is very important. Are you listening, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So in your question papers, there are questions asked to design a website or to design this community or to design a digital platform who are mentoring for certain tasks like user login information. So these web designing part you have to explain, right?
Right, sir.
Good. So this is important one. Incorporate web-based information literacy into the curriculum. Like we are talking, right, in your courses, you guys also aware of how to design a web. Even if they are skill needed, the conventional one-time bibliographic education program barely satisfy the demand of teaching pupils web-based information literacy. Make learners increasingly information literate has been a larger focus of an increasing number of course-related or integrated training. The training part is important. Individuals need to be skilled to design a website for various purposes. Purpose is okay because rootly in web designing we use HTML and CSS. If a student know HTML and CSS sufficiently, he will be able to design any kind of website effectively and efficiently. Web-based information literacy in identifying fake information. Information is readily available on the web, but that information is authentic or not, how we need to check it. So nowadays, we heavily depend on web for publication articles, ebooks, the author of that content. We check the author's credentials, that her other work, where he did his other work or other research, where is published, if it is published in some authentic journals or not. If it is not, then it is unauthentic. If it is, means if we are satisfied that this author's work is published in some good journals or research areas, then we consider them as a authentic source, right? Yes. Web information literacy in higher learning institutions. In higher learning educations and library training courses are offered in India. Higher learning organization and library research procedures are covered in a curriculum on research methodology that is offered in universities that offer research courses. Certain university and research organizations subscription to the e-resources. The creator or supplies of these e-resources offer training courses for their use. The user curriculum information service items such as UNCAT, Union Catalog, MAD in Journal, INMAD database, offered by Indian Medular Center of National Informatics Centers every 4 months is primarily targeted at professionals as well as librarians working in these sectors. Discipline-specific information sources available both inside and outside of establishment are offered in R&D, personnel and employees. Responsibilities for information and BAPS. LIS professionals entrusted with teaching students how to use bibliographies in order to develop their information literacy skills. Pedagogical function and duties of LIS professional becomes more murky and clear understand to our information sources taken over the main source of information for students. Teachers emphasize the difficulty in determining the best way to teach information literacy with critical job, faculty education of information literacy and incorporation of information personnel perform in incorporating information literacy. LIS professionals had difficulties persuading academic faculties of the long-term values of information literacy. Specifically, librarians had to deal with the faculty implicit belief that student will learn information literacy skills by doing research for curriculum and by listening to faculty members. So here are challenges. The role of librarian in the educational system on academic campuses has been shaped for the first time by their participation in many information literacy programs and activities. By working together, librarians have been able to assist and motivate teachers at their set of learning objectives that will provide students the skill they need to be successfully lifelong learner. It is still difficult to get professors on board with the process and urge them to dedicate time to discussing and applying information literacy into their curriculum. So, despite the fact that many institutions have tried to incorporate information literacy in the syllabus, majority of these initiatives are short-term programs that are only supported by funds of a brief duration. Making information literacy a core component, syllabus continue to a struggle. So these are the challenges in information literacy that in an academic media, if teachers is unwilling to teach students information literacy skills, then in library professionals, if he or she try to persuade the teachers to teach the student information literacy skills, then it's a bottleneck. So these are the challenges for information literacy flow. Clear? Yes.
Yes, clear.
Okay. So next, as we used BAB, now we use OPAC, Information Literacy System. So tell me something about OPAC, Nana.
Yes, sir.
What is OPAC?
Sir, OPEC is a cataloging machine.
So
Open access.
Okay, open access cataloging. So what is the difference between OPAC and BAB OPAC?
Yes, sir. Web OPEC is a access.
Yes. What is BAB OPAC?
Yes, sir. Web OPEC is a web, online access.
What is the meaning of WEB? W-E-B.
World Wide Web.
I mean, that is www. I'm asking only WEB. W-E-B. WEB. It's suppose you are a SOL student, right?
Yes.
SOL is SOL comes under Delhi University. If I connect your library resources to all the libraries of DU colleges, then what it becomes? WEB OPEC. That
Yes.
whoever the user, like you did this, whatever library down different colleges, Delhi University has, they make it centralized. Every user can fetch or access content from any library of DU from their credentials. So this network of various libraries, rather than individual library, overall libraries we collectively use, that becomes WEB OPEC, right?
Right.
Good. So let me start. Root concepts in a learning system. There are few concepts I need to in order to move to this lesson. These concepts provide understanding what are databases. Databases are the storehouse of the scholarly resources. They are used by scholars for getting primary source of information required for their research purpose. They are either open access or paid access. Library needs to subscribe for these databases for their patrons. These are classified as open and deep web. So again, open web and deep web, open web which are free and deep web which are for paid databases. As the name suggests, open access, but in deep web if we need to drive it extract out, subscription charges or pay have to do. Clear? Nana?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. So we are discussing about OPEX. Here we comes about databases. The term database is used too much nowadays that it seems to have lost its meaning. Data becomes such an integral part of our day-to-day life. Take a moment, have you interacted with the database today? How about Netflix, Facebook, other social media platforms? Even Wikipedia is a database. So here, database means whatever you fetching on your mobile, Android phone, whatever you typing, if you are doing chatting, so your chat also somewhere stores in some databases. But what you are fetching in any form, your photos, your previous chats, that is also comes from database. Clear? Nana.
Yes, sir. Clear.
So database is a place where our data is stored. Some examples already mentioned like Netflix, Facebook, or social media platforms. Open web versus deep web. Open web, open ones which do not require paid subscription or any fees, whereas a deep web means database, journal article, ebooks, other material which need a paid subscription to access. Database versus website. Journal database are best sold for database versus website means database have the authentic information. Great source for newspaper, magazine articles that might otherwise require a paid subscriptions. They are best searched using keywords and do not handle natural language well. Databases gives you many tools to narrow down your search result. They can assist through your library website, either public or university, whereas websites are typically free. They can be searched easily with natural language through a search engine like Google. They offer many resources that can be help with background information and topic selection. Since anyone can create a website, it's on us to verify the accuracy and authority of the information we find there. There is never-ending amount of website out there. Remember that search engines will present them to us, search history and paid advertisement. So database and websites, databases comparatively more authentic rather than websites, because websites are free. Anybody can prepare a website, and whatever he or she wants, he can upload the content. To verify their authenticity, we again need to do the certain amount of work. But while in database, something is stored, we can take it from some databases, and databases has some authenticity also, right? Scholarly research. Scholars and other scientists who write scholarly publication, है ना? Hello, Nana. Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Nana is research. So we
Yes,
are
sir.
doing research, and yes, you take Wikipedia as a
सर वीडियो नहीं आ रही आपकी सर, ऑडियो ऑडियो दिख रहा है सर।
ऑडियो आ रहा है ना?
जी सर।
सुनाई दे रहा है?
जी सर।
हाँ, तो हम बात कर रहे हैं वेबसाइट्स की। तो अभी अपन बात कर रहे हैं कि अगर कोई रिसर्च आपको करना है, कोई रिसर्च टॉपिक मिला है, आपने उस रिसर्च टॉपिक पे विकिपीडिया खोल लिया, तो विकिपीडिया पे जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो आपके लिए वैलिड है या नहीं, आप उसे कैसे लेंगे विकिपीडिया इंफॉर्मेशन को? आप रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, स्कॉलरली रिसर्च, और आपने अपने लिए विकिपीडिया से कोई कंटेंट लिया है। आप नहीं, विकिपीडिया आपको कंटेंट मिल रहा है, तो आप उस कंटेंट को यूज करेंगे अपने रिसर्च में या नहीं करेंगे?
करेंगे सर।
आपने आज आपको कंटेंट मिला, आपने उसे यूज कर लिया, कल को मैं विकिपीडिया पे गया और मैंने वो जो लिखा हुआ था कंटेंट उसे अपडेट कर दिया, क्योंकि विकिपीडिया क्या है, ओपन एक्सेस है, टाइम टू टाइम पीपल उसमें अपने चेंजेस करते रहते हैं, राइट? तो क्या वो वैलिड रहेगा आपके लिए?
यस सर।
नहीं रहेगा। यहाँ विकिपीडिया से कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन अपने रिसर्च के लिए इफेक्टिवली यूज नहीं करेंगे। आप उसे ओवरव्यू तो ले सकते हैं विकिपीडिया से, लेकिन एज ए कंटेंट यही है वो आप यूज नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि विकिपीडिया क्या है, आज आपने चेंज करा, कल मैंने करा, एवरी डे समबडी हैज चेंज्ड। तो आपने आज जो कंटेंट रेफर किया हुआ है वो परमानेंट तो नहीं है, वेरी कर रहा है टाइम के साथ, क्लियर? जब सोर्स की इंफॉर्मेशन टाइम के साथ वेरी कर रही है तो आप उसे क्यों यूज करेंगे? जिस समय आपका पब्लिकेशन आएगा आपसे पूछा जाएगा ये आप लोग विकिपीडिया पे वो हट चुका है, क्योंकि कल मल्टीपल अपडेट्स हो चुके हैं। तो आप विकिपीडिया से आउटलाइन तो ले सकते हैं, लेकिन आप उसे एज इट इज यूज नहीं करेंगे, क्लियर?
जी सर।
हाँ, तो स्कॉलरली रिसर्च में ये ग्लिच है, दे भी रखा है विकिपीडिया इन स्कॉलरली रिसर्च। Wikipedia is not considered a scholarly research and it should not be cited as if it were one. This is due to the number of factors. First, the entries on Wikipedia are not peer-reviewed like academic journals. Second, Wikipedia entries are often crowdsourced, meaning that although updates and edits undergo process review, realistically anyone can change entries. Hello, class.
Yes, sir.
What was my last question? Ranjit. Ranjit.
सर वॉइस ब्रेक हो गई थी सर पिछले 5 मिनट से।
लास्ट से वॉइस ब्रेक हो गया था। विकिपीडिया राइट, ये सुने कि नहीं विकिपीडिया?
जी सर जी।
तो इसको ये सुन लिए हो ना विकिपीडिया वाला?
हाँ जी, ये सर ये वाला सुन लिया था सर, कॉन्सेप्ट विकिपीडिया वाला।
अच्छा, विकिपीडिया वाला सुन लिए हो तो कि अब मैंने विकिपीडिया के अलावा मैं ऑथेंटिक सोर्स पे आया हूँ, दैट इज मेरा भाई वर्ल्ड कैट। आपका वर्ल्ड कैट डेटाबेस है। वर्ल्ड कैट डेटाबेस के बारे में सुने हो?
जी सर।
लाइब्रेरी ऑफ कांग्रेस का है और वर्ल्ड कैट डेटाबेस है। उसमें आपने सर्च किया है फॉसिल फ्यूल पे। फॉसिल फ्यूल सर्च करने पे आपको 2 लाख प्लस रिजल्ट आ रहा है। मैंने आपसे पूछा है कि मुझे को अपने रिजल्ट क्या करने हैं, कम करने हैं, तो कैसे करेंगे? कौन सा बुलियन ऑपरेटर यूज करेंगे? सर्च स्ट्रेटजी में आपने पढ़ा होगा ना, सर्च बढ़ाना हो तो किस ऑपरेटर का यूज होता है, सर्च कम करना हो तो किस ऑपरेटर का यूज करना होता है। पढ़े हो कि नहीं?
सर ये टॉपिक क्लियर नहीं है सर।
नहीं, सर्च स्ट्रेटजी में अगर अपन एंड ऑपरेटर का यूज करते हैं तो हमारा सर्च बढ़ जाता है, जो रिजल्ट है सर्च रिजल्ट्स। और अगर और ऑपरेटर का यूज करते हैं तो सर्च रिजल्ट्स कम हो जाता है। क्लियर?
जी सर।
हाँ, तो वही कह रहे हैं कि जो ओपन वर्ल्ड कैट है इसमें अपन ने फॉसिल फ्यूल एंड ग्लोबल वार्मिंग करके सर्च किया और अपने को 2 लाख प्लस रिजल्ट मिला। अब ये काफी सारे हैं, 2 लाख प्लस। तो अपन क्या करेंगे कि अपन इसको नैरो डाउन करना चाहेंगे। तो अपन ने क्या किया, ओपन एक्सेस चूज किया, इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज चूज की और ई बुक्स। अपन फिल्टर कर रहे हैं अपनी सर्च को। ओपन एक्सेस मींस जो ओपन एक्सेस सोर्सेस हैं केवल वही आए। सेकंड इंग्लिश, जो इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में है केवल वही आए। और फॉर्मेटिंग क्या दे दी, ई बुक्स, बिकॉज एंश्योर दैट द मटेरियल एक्यूरेट एक्चुअली बी अवेलेबल इन टू अस ऑनलाइन फॉर्म। अगर आप ये सब करते हैं तो आपको कितना रिजल्ट मिला, ओनली 590, 600 रिजल्ट, यानी 2 लाख से आप कहाँ पे आ गए, 600 पे। तो ये जो फैसिलिटी डेटाबेस ने आपको प्रोवाइड कराई फिल्टर के थ्रू, तो आपको इजी हो गया ना एक्सेस करना कंटेंट।
जी सर, ऑथेंटिसिटी जो हमें चाहिए था वो हमें
मिल गया। फर्दर आपको और नैरो करना है, फिर आपने उसको फर्दर नैरो डाउन करने के लिए क्या किया, पब्लिश्ड इन लास्ट 3 इयर्स। मुझे वही कंटेंट चाहिए लास्ट 3 ईयर में पब्लिश हुआ है इस फॉर्म में। आपका बचा 75 डॉक्यूमेंट, क्योंकि आपको रिसेंट चाहिए तो आपने लास्ट 3 ईयर पे फिल्टर कर दिया, पिछले 3 साल का डेटा दे दो। 75 डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे आपके लिए, तो आप 2 लाख से और 75 पे आ गए विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेटाबेसेस फिल्टर्स। क्लियर? ओके। नेक्स्ट is searching a library website for an article. When searching for any document on library OPAC, provide of couple options like availability, content type, production date, language. तो ये सारे क्या हैं, फिल्टर्स हैं जो आपके सर्च को क्या करेंगे, रिफाइन करेंगे। अवेलेबिलिटी, कंटेंट टाइप, पब्लिकेशन डेट एंड लैंग्वेज। Like WordCat, your OPAC is also doing the same things. Google Scholar for an article. Google Scholar is a tool which is given by Google, where we find the scholarly content only. So rather than searching on Google, if we try to search our research topic on Google Scholar, that is a better option, right? Creating creating a search strategy. आप सर्च स्ट्रेटजी यूज करेंगे। एंड ऑपरेटर और ऑपरेटर मैं बता चुका हूँ। एंड ऑपरेटर आप इंक्रीज करने के लिए करेंगे और ऑपरेटर रिड्यूस करने के लिए करेंगे। इवेल्युएशन एकेडमिक रिसोर्सेज, तो मैंने क्रैप जो अभी अपन ने डिस्कस करा था, CRAAP, करेंसी, रिलीवेंसी, अथॉरिटी, एक्यूरेसी एंड पर्पस। इन फीचर्स के आधार पे अपन क्या करेंगे, इवेल्युएट करेंगे, राइट? और नेक्स्ट इज लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग सिस्टम। लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग सिस्टम है कि आप लाइक लाइब्रेरी प्रोफेशन है, तो अभी जो लाइब्रेरी प्रोफेशन में चीजें हैं और आज से 10 साल पहले जो चीजें थी, क्या सेम है या उनमें चेंज आ गया है?
सर चेंज आ गया।
तो उन चेंजेस को ओवरकम करने के लिए या उन्हें कंपिटेंसी करने के लिए लाइब्रेरी को क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपकी ज्वाइनिंग 10 साल पहले की थी लाइब्रेरी में। आप फिजिकल डॉक्यूमेंट्स को मैनेज करते थे, आपको फिजिकल डॉक्यूमेंट को लेकर के ट्रेन किया गया, राइट? अभी आपके पास डॉक्यूमेंट डिजिटल फॉर्म में है, आपको बोल दिया गया आप अपनी लाइब्रेरी को डिजिटल फॉर्म में ये रही, अब आप इसे मैनेज करिए। तो आपको सारे स्किल्स डिजिटल लिटरेसी के, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के सारे एक्वायर करने पड़ेंगे, सारे सीखने पड़ेंगे ना वो सारी चीजें। दैट इज लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग। आपकी अपने प्रोफेशन में जो भी चेंजेस टाइम टू टाइम हो रहे हैं, जो जो नए न्यू ट्रेंड्स आ रहे हैं, आपको उनको क्या करना पड़ेगा? एडॉप्ट
यूज करना
करना
पड़ेगा। बात करनी पड़ेगी।
पड़ेगा, करना है, एडॉप्ट करना है। आप उनसे दूर नहीं भाग सकते। इस सेंस में इस फ्रेज का मतलब बनता है लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग। क्लियर?
Yes,
So lifelong learning is very broad generic terms. It overlap with other ideas that are closely related to it. Learning society, learning organization that are also strengthen the lifelong learning.
ये तो हमारी स्किल्स को
Significance,
अपडेट रखता है ना सर।
हाँ,
लाइफ
इसका
लॉन्ग
significance, yes. Significance of lifelong learning: personal development, career development, economic development, social and cultural development. Lifelong learning means time to time we have to be updated ourselves, learn new and new skills which are comes our professions. तो पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट भी हो रहा है, अपना जो जॉब है उसमें भी डेवलपमेंट एडवांसमेंट हो रहा है, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, सोशल एंड कल्चरल डेवलपमेंट भी हो रहा है. लाइक ड्यूरिंग COVID-19, this form of offline classes converted to online classes. So student and teacher both learn the technologies, how to use this online medium for this teaching learning process, right? Clear?
डेफिनेटली।
Basic
Yes, sir.
elements, basic elements: self-directed learning, learning on demand, collaborative learning, organization learning, willingness and motivation to learn, self-funded learning, universal participation, action learning, improvement in knowledge and skills, assessment method, accessibility to learning opportunity, and development of individualized learning plans. So according to the age group, first these all are the features of learning, lifelong learning. Then they classified on age groups: 0 to 5 years, 6 to 24, 25 to 60, 60 and above. तो 0 to 5 years है, मीन्स किड्स हैं, उनकी लर्निंग कहाँ होती है? फैमिली में होती है. फैमिली में क्या है? वो केवल अपने पेरेंट्स, मदर फादर से ही सीखते हैं, उनको देखते हैं और उनसे क्या सीखते हैं? लर्न करते हैं. एज ग्रुप 6 to 24, फैमिली प्लस स्कूलिंग, कॉलेजेस, सोसाइटी, सोसाइटी से सीखते हैं, कॉलेजेस में सीखते हैं, फैमिली से सीखते हैं. एज ग्रुप 25 to 60, प्रोफेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, जिस प्रोफेशन में वर्क करते हैं वहां भी सीख रहे हैं, सोसाइटी में सीख रहे हैं. सीनियर सिटीजन्स, अपनी एज ग्रुप सीनियर सिटीजन्स हैं, उनके उस टाइम के सीनियर सिटीजन की जो कम्युनिटी है उसमें सीख रहे हैं. तो डिफाइन 4 क्लासेस. लाइफ स्टाइल को, ह्यूमन लाइफ साइकिल को 4 पार्ट्स में बता दिया कि लर्निंग आपकी किड्स से शुरू होकर फिर स्कूल टाइम, कॉलेज टाइम, फिर प्रोफेशनल टाइम एंड देन सीनियर सिटीजन टाइम. सो लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग, आपको ऑलवेज क्या करना है? लर्न करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू योर फेज ऑफ लाइफ. आप लाइफ के किस फेज में हैं, राइट? ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या क्या हैं? टू एजुकेट इलिटरेट एडल्ट्स, टू सस्टेन द लिटरेसी ऑफ लिटरेट कैरेक्टर्स. आप लोग माइंड ऑन करते हैं. ये characteristics of lifelong learning is self-directed, because individual task तो आप self-directed रहेंगे. Flexible means न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज आपको एक्वायर करनी है एक सर्टेन टाइम इंटरवल पे, तो आपको फ्लेक्सिबल भी रहना है. रिलीवेंट, लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग इज रिलीवेंट बिकॉज टाइम के अकॉर्डिंग आपको क्या करना है, रिलीवेंस चीजें हैं वो आपको लर्न करनी है. कोलैबोरेटिव एंड कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग विद हायर एजुकेशन, ICT in lifelong learning, information communication technologies, adult education, continuing lifelong learning education and lifelong learning. if an individual want to be a learner, what is the best place from where he can do this process? Students, am I audible?
Sir, can you repeat the question again?
Yes.
Yes, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि आप सब लोग लाइब्रेरी प्रोफेशनल्स हैं और आपके पास एक एडल्ट यूजर आता है जो कि टोटली क्या है, इलिटरेट है, और वो आपसे कहता है कि मेरे को लिटरेट बनना है। क्या बनना है? लिटरेट। तो आप उसे क्या सजेस्ट करेंगे?
एक एजुकेशन इंक्लूड करनी पड़ेगी सर।
क्या करनी पड़ेगी?
एजुकेशन सिखानी पड़ेगी सर उसे।
हाँ, तो वो एजुकेशन कैसे सीखेगा, वही तो जानना चाह रहा हूँ मैं। आप उसे क्या रिकमेंड करोगे?
बिगिनिंग
किस
से
जगह
लेना
पे?
पड़ेगा सर। जो अगर सर इलिटरेट है सर, बिगिनिंग से लेना पड़ेगा। बिगिनिंग के जो टूल्स होंगे उनसे सिखाना पड़ेगा।
हाँ, आपके पास एक अनपढ़ आदमी आया है, वो आपसे कह रहा है कि मेरे को साक्षर बना दो,
जी सर।
तो कहाँ भेजोगे उससे? कैसे साक्षर बनाओगे?
सर एज ग्रुप भी तो चेक करना पड़ेगा सर। अगर छोटा है तो फिर स्कूलिंग में डालना पड़ेगा।
स्कूलिंग में कहाँ भेजोगे?
स्कूलिंग में
सर
सर
इंस्टीट्यूट यस सर, स्कूल एज तो है नहीं, बट इंस्टीट्यूट ज्वाइन करा सकते हैं सर।
उसके पास पैसा भी नहीं है उसके पास। अगर पैसा होता तो वो इतना बड़ा हो गया, शिक्षित क्यों रहता? पैसा नहीं है ना उसके पास।
यस सर।
तो सर ये जो ओपन एक्सेस वगैरह है, जो भी चीजें ऐसी हैं जो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट हो सकती है,
अच्छा,
उनको यूज
पब्लिक
कर सकते हैं।
लाइब्रेरी के बारे में क्या विचार है आपका?
ये हो सकता है सर, पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी बेस्ट ऑप्शन है सर।
हाँ, तो ये क्यों नहीं बता रहे हो आप लोग? आप लाइब्रेरी प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, आप उस अनपढ़ आदमी को कहाँ भेजोगे कि भाई पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी जा, और जिस लेवल से तुझे सीखना है उस लेवल की पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी में चले जाए। स्कूल लेवल के तो स्कूल लेवल से शुरू कर,
यस
जिस
सर।
लेवल तुझे पढ़ना है। पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी क्या है? लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग के लिए बेस्ट सोर्स है। आपको किसी इंस्टीट्यूशन में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी यूज करें।
यस
क्लियर?
यस सर।
ओके, तो इसी के साथ अपना ये कंटेंट खत्म हो रहा है। अब आप क्वेश्चंस हैं जो आपके वो पूछ लें, इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी से रिलेटेड जो क्वेश्चंस हैं किसी टॉपिक पे, सब टॉपिक पे, यूनिट पे, तो पूछिए। रंजीत।
जी सर, सुन रहा हूँ सर। मैं तो
हाँ,
सर इधर
क्वेश्चन।
आज ना क्वेश्चन पे सर मेरे अभी हैवी नहीं, क्योंकि मैं तैयारी भी नहीं कर पाया था। मैं एक्चुअली हॉस्पिटल आया हुआ था, तो वहां से मैं साइड से निकल के आपके लेक्चर
अच्छा
सुन रहा था
अच्छा
सर।
अच्छा अच्छा, चलिए कोई बात
इस बार
नहीं।
सर पीछे से
कभी
वॉइस
भी
भी आ
पूछ
रही होगी,
लीजिए।
उसके लिए सॉरी।
नहीं नहीं, आप कभी भी पूछ सकते हैं मेरे से, ठीक है ना?
जी सर, जी सर।
हाँ, नैना आपकी क्वेरी।
यस सर।
यस, योर
सर
क्वेश्चंस।
बीच में यस, लैपटॉप डिस्चार्ज हो गया था, तो सर जो पैसे तो और क्लियर था, बट विकिपीडिया से स्टार्ट था।
विकिपीडिया
विकिपीडिया
वाला
से।
नहीं समझ
यस।
पाया। अच्छा, फिर कहाँ से स्टार्ट किया? विकिपीडिया छूटा तो उसके बाद?
यस सर। देन सर यस सर, उसके बाद हो चुका था। सर्चिंग लाइब्रेरी वेबसाइट से स्टार्ट हो गया।
अच्छा अच्छा, केवल विकिपीडिया मिस हुआ है।
यस
तो
सर।
तो हमने ये कहा था कि अगर आप स्कॉलरली रिसर्च करना चाहते हैं तो आपने रिसर्च टॉपिक है आपका, आपने उस टॉपिक को विकिपीडिया पे डाला, गूगल ने आपको विकिपीडिया रेफर कर दिया। आप दोनों माइक ओपन करें अपना। यस। तो विकिपीडिया पे जब आप गूगल पे जब आपने टॉपिक डाला और गूगल ने आपको विकिपीडिया डायरेक्ट हेलो
सर आपकी वॉइस
जी
नहीं
सर।
आ रही है।
कॉल आ गया तो उसी वजह से डिस्टर्ब हो गया था। पर शुरू करते फिर से। विकिपीडिया पे जो कंटेंट होता है उसमें दो दिक्कत है। एक तो वो ऑथेंटिक नहीं रहता, क्योंकि विकिपीडिया पे जाके कोई भी अपडेट कर सकता है। आपको
Yes,
अपना
sir.
डिटेल शेयर करना होगा, क्रेडेंशियल शेयर करने होंगे, लेकिन आप जो उसमें इंफॉर्मेशन डाल रहे हो उसकी कोई बाध्यता नहीं है कि वो ऑथेंटिक होनी चाहिए। आप उलूल जुलूल भी लिख दोगे वो भी वेरीफाइड है, प्रोवाइडिंग कि आपने अपने क्रेडेंशियल शेयर कर दिए वहां पे। तो विकिपीडिया पे आज अगर मिस्टर एक्स का कंटेंट पड़ा हुआ है तो वो टाइम के साथ मिस्टर वाई मिस्टर जेड आते जाएंगे, अपडेट करते जाएंगे। आपने आज की डेट में आपको कंटेंट सही मिल गया, राइट, आपने ले लिया, लेकिन वो टाइम के साथ क्या हुआ, वेरी कर गया,
चेंज हो
चेंज
जा
हो
रहा
गया,
है। जी सर।
बदलता है जा रहा है टाइम के साथ। तो अब वो तो रिलेवेंट रहेगा नहीं आपके, जब आप पब्लिश करोगे कुछ भी और आपने साइट कर दिया या रेफरेंस में दे दिया कि विकिपीडिया, तो आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि विकिपीडिया पे जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो सुपरफिशियल है। टाइम के साथ क्या हो सकती है, ऐसा नहीं कि मैंडेटरी होगी ही होगी, बट टाइम के साथ मे भी चेंज हो जाए।
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
तो ये है, विकिपीडिया को आप एज ए सेकेंडरी सोर्स मीन्स आउटलाइनिंग के लिए तो यूज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसे एज ए इफेक्टिव सोर्स यूज नहीं करेंगे। यस नैना,
यस सर।
क्लियर?
यस
एनीथिंग एल्स?
नो सर, ऑल क्लियर।
Okay. Any other students? Any questions? Any doubts?
Sir.
Yes. Ranjit,
Yes, sir.
any query?
Clear है sir. Clear है sir.
Okay. Then
Yes, sir.
done for today.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Chinka, Afsa, are you here?
सर एक बार प्रिंसिपल लिटरेचर समझा दो।
Principal?
लिटरेसी।
Principles of literacy.
हाँ।
लिटरेसी, इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी की बात हो रही है। तो इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी में सबसे पहले आता है आपका फाइंड। इंफॉर्मेशन की नीड, उसको फाइंड करना, उसको इवेल्युएट करना, इवेल्युएट करने के बाद उसको एक्नॉलेज करना। ये चार की पिलर हैं इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी के। आप कुछ भी सर्च करने से पहले आपको वो नीड बनती है ना कि ये मेरे को देखना है, तो वो कहलाती है इंफॉर्मेशन नीड। क्लियर चिनका?
यस यस सर।
हाँ, तो जो भी आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन है वो सबसे पहले नीड बनती है आपको, आप नीड लेते हो, उसको सर्च करते हो। जब आप सर्च करते हो तो ध्यान रखते हो कि मेरे को सर्च इस तरीके से करना है कि जो इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए वो प्रिसाइज फॉर्म में मेरे पास आ जाए। गूगल की बजाय गूगल स्कॉलर में डालूं, गूगल स्कॉलर की बजाय किसी पर्टिकुलर डेटाबेस में सर्च कर लूं, इस तरीके से। तो ये जो मेथड आप चेंज कर रहे हो, गूगल के बजाय गूगल स्कॉलर में सर्च कर रहे हो या गूगल स्कॉलर की बजाय पर्टिकुलर डेटाबेस में सर्च कर रहे हो, तो ये आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी स्किल्स है। आपको ये पता है कि आपको पर्टिकुलर इंफॉर्मेशन कहाँ पे सर्च करना है, राइट? क्योंकि गूगल पे
यस
तो हर कोई सर्च कर रहा है, राइट?
यस सर।
आप अगर गूगल स्कॉलर पे या किसी पर्टिकुलर डेटाबेस में सर्च कर रहे हैं तो ये आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन लिटरेट बना रहा है, क्योंकि
ओके
गूगल
सर।
पे तो आप सर्च कर लेगा। आपने सर्च किया, अब जो कंटेंट मिला आपको वहां से वो आपने इवेल्युएट करा कि ऑथेंटिक है या नहीं है। उस कंटेंट
ओके
के राइटर हैं, ऑथर हैं, उन्होंने और क्या क्या काम करा हुआ है, उनके आर्टिकल और किस रिसर्च पेपर में पब्लिश्ड है, जर्नल्स में पब्लिश्ड है, उस जर्नल्स की ऑथेंटिसिटी कितनी है, राइट? इस तरीके से ये है
यस।
लिटरेसी। और कुछ जिनका?
नो सर बस थैंक यू सर।
ओके, थैंक यू।
Thank you again, sir.
टीटी,
थैंक यू सर।
ओके, देन डन फॉर टुडे। अगर आपका कोई भी क्वेरी है मेरे से पूछ लीजिएगा, ठीक है?
यस सर।
थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir, for giving me such a great time.
थैंक यू ऑल। कैन लीव नाउ गाइस।
भाइयों क्लास रिमूव हो गई क्या? हाय गर्ल्स, क्लास रिमूव हो गई क्या? बता दो। भाई धीरज मनोचा बता दे यार, क्लास रिमूव हो गई तो बता दे।